Are you looking for 10 best things to do in Louisville? Just approximately anybody recommends a go-to Churchill Downs, domestic of the well-known Kentucky Derby. And in case you're now no longer going to a race, you could as a minimum experience the complete Kentucky Derby Museum that sits at the grounds, and info horse racing's records and traditions. More of a baseball fan, you'll need to set apart some hours to peruse the Louisville Slugger Factory and Museum, and perhaps even trap a minor league recreation on the Louisville Slugger Field. When you are equipped for a Derby City Records lesson, head to the Conrad-Caldwell House Museum earlier than admiring the grand Victorian houses of Old Louisville. Here is the list of 10 best things to do in Louisville. 1. Churchill Downs. Just its call conjures up romantic photographs of spectators wearing their Sunday to Sarius factory sipping on mint juleps as thoroughbreds race beyond them. Recent vacationers agreed. Churchill Downs, the racing facility that hosts the yearly Kentucky Derby, is simply as idyllic as you may have imagined. In fact, traffic stated that if there is simplest time for one forestall in Louisville, this Central Avenue racing complicated is the area to go. General admission expenses $3 in keeping with person besides on Kentucky Oaks and Derby days, and reserved seating expenses $10 in keeping with person. Keep in mind, ticket fees climb better the greater prestigious your perch in spots just like the Matt Wynn Dining Room, Millionaire's Row, Jockey Club Suites, and the Stakes Room. Racing takes place with inside the spring, from the primary Saturday in May to early July, and with inside the fall from past due September to past due November. Look right here for the schedule. If you are interested by attending the famed Kentucky Derby, put together to fork over a few critical coin. Tickets are bought in day packages, with fees that vary from $300 to $400 in keeping with price tag. 2. Muhammad Ali Center. Even in case you're now no longer a boxing fan, latest traffic stated you have to make time to peer this superb facility devoted to mythical athlete and activist Muhammad Ali, who known as Louisville his hometown, along with memorabilia displays, historic pictures and artwork, and picturograph galleries. The center's everlasting and brief well-known shows additionally contact on broader problems that had been vital to Ali, such as race, gender fairness, and international citizenship. Travelers defined this as a have-to-see enchantment in Louisville, and stated they walked away with a higher knowledge of Ali and his lifestyles past boxing. Visitors additionally praised the museum's informed group of workers, and its easy-to-navigate layout, unfold out throughout 3 flooring. 3. Kentucky Derby Museum. To research greater approximately the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, a go-to this museum is a have-to. Spanning flooring, the museum makes use of interactive, kid-pleasant well-known shows to train traffic at the horses, jockeys, well-dressed spectators, and traditions of the Kentucky Derby, showcasing records that dates lower back to the race's inaugural jogging in 1875. Recent traffic cherished the memorabilia and family-pleasant well-known shows on the museum, and additionally provided reward for the 30-minute ancient taking walks excursion covered with admission. Reviewers have been additionally thrilled with the museum's capacity to enchantment to non-racing fans. 4. Louisville Mega Cavern. One of the city's greater particular attractions, the 100-acre Louisville Mega Cavern, which became created out of a 19th-century limestone quarry, now homes the world's simplest underground zip line route. But the zip line route isn't always the simplest hobby you may discover on this subterranean journey park. There is additionally a motorcycle park, an aerial ropes route, and a tram excursion for the ones interested by a greater comfortable cavern enjoy. Recent traffic especially advocated the zip line excursion, calling it a completely unique enjoy with inside the Derby City. Reviewers additionally provided reward for the informed, wonderful courses, and stated that is an outstanding manner to spend some hours, in particular in case you're traveling with kids. 5. Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. Preferred with the aid of using legends like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Ted Williams, the Louisville Slugger is undeniably the maximum well-known bat in baseball. And to find out about its production, records, and approximately baseball in general, you return back to the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. Highlights encompass a manufacturing unit excursion and Bud's batting cage, in which museum buyers can hit with duplicate bats as soon as utilized by superstars like Ruth and Williams. Baseball fans defined a forestall on the museum as have to do, but you have to have as a minimum a passing hobby in baseball to go to. Otherwise, the museum is probably too niche. 6. Conrad-Caldwell House Museum. Part of the Old Louisville Ancient District, America's biggest Victorian community.
Elegance.
The Conrad-Caldwell House Museum stands as a preserved instance of Richardsonian Romanesque architecture. Known as Conrad's Castle, the mansion capabilities lavish indoors layout factors like stained glass windows, parquet flooring, and 7 specific kinds of hardwood, once domestic to 2 of Louisville's maximum outstanding businessmen. Theophile Conrad,
Elegance.
and William E. Caldwell, the residence is now
James
open for
Our
excursions,
award-winning
permitting
personal
traffic
service is
to
what
find out
dreams are
about the
made of.
technology, the community, and the households who
James
resided right here.
Our award-winning
Recent traffic
personal
stated
service
that
is
in
what
case you
dreams are
love
made of.
ancient old houses, you may experience taking an excursion of the Conrad-Caldwell
Beauty.
House Museum. Reviewers had been in particular inspired with the domestic's complicated woodwork
Elegance.
and the indoors' cautious
St. James
restoration.
Court.
If you do
Our
not need to pay
award-winning
for the
personal
excursion,
service is what
latest
dreams are
traffic
made of.
nonetheless stated you have to nonetheless make your manner over to Old Louisville to wander
Beauty.
the ancient old community and surprise at the various Victorian houses. When your toes want a
St.
break,
James
sit
Court.
with inside the
Our
city's central
award-winning
park,
personal service
which
is
become
what dreams
designed
are
with the
made
aid of using Frederick Law Olmsted, the equal panorama architect at the back of
Beauty.
New York City's well-known park of the equal call. 7. Louisville Slugger Field, named after the famous Louisville Slugger baseball bat. This subject is domestic turf for the minor league baseball crew, the Louisville Bats. Even 11, though you could now no longer be a committed follower of teenage league ball. Latest traffic confident you may need to trap a recreation whilst in Metropolis. In particular, in case you're traveling with kids. Aside from the easy centers and affordable fees, reviewers had been in particular keen on the on-web page carousel and playground. Travelers additionally praised the affordable price tag and concession fees. Plus, all spectators are accepted to herald one plastic bottle of water in keeping with person, so long as it is a clean bottle, and the seal has now no longer been broken. If you are interested by at the back of the scenes study the sector and would love to research greater approximately baseball's position with inside the records of Louisville, do not forget taking a stadium excursion. Excursions are provided Monday through Friday whilst the crew is out of Metropolis, and fee $1 in keeping with person. 8. Cave Hill Cemetery. According to latest vacationers, this cemetery isn't always a have to for everyone,
The stories
for
of our
apparent reasons.
community,
But in case
etched
you
in stone
experience
and
Victorian
towering in the
technology
landscape.
artwork, you may
Tell
in
us
all
about our
likelihood
past.
discover those monuments
These
and
remarkable
mausoleums of East
citizens share
Louisville
their
thrilling to behold.
successes, their
Recent traffic
hardships,
defined the
and quite
cemetery's
simply their
ecosystem
lives
as
to the
beautiful
passerby.
and serene, and stated
Each
it is
has
a
a
worth
story
addition
to
in
tell.
your itinerary
A story that
regardless of the
calls us
season. For maximum
beckon a
humans, the
listening
spotlight
ear,
of traveling is
to
a
still a
forestall with the
wandering
aid of
eye.
using the burial plot of Harlan Sanders.
The trees,
higher
plants,
referred to as
monumental
Colonel Sanders of
ornamentation
Kentucky
remind us of
Fried
our
Chicken
unique
fame.
heritage.
According to
The
rumor,
events,
Sanders become
people,
buried
and
in his feature
struggles
starts
that
white
shaped
healthy
who we
and
are
black
today.
string tie. Cave Hill
A
Cemetery
measure of
is
the
likewise the very
educational
last
story of a
resting
place
area
like
for
Cave
mythical
Hill
boxer
Cemetery
and
is nearly
activist Muhammad Ali.
impossible.
9. Louisville Zoo. Open for the reason that 1969, the Louisville Zoo is domestic to greater than 1,500 animals throughout its 134 acres. Among the highlights for latest traffic had been the polar bear, tiger, and giraffe sightings, in addition to the camel rides. Recent visitors praise the zoo for its attractive courses and easy centers, and in particular observe it as a great place to take very younger children. Travelers additionally defined the zoo's ecosystem as enjoyable, and stated that it in no way feels overly crowded way to its well-designed layout. 10. Frazier History Museum. Yet any other standout webpage in downtown's West Main District. The Frazier History Museum is a unique deal for fans of Navy minutialities in addition to fingers collectors. It's recognized for having an intensive series of shields, swords, armor, and medieval weaponry, plus a rifle as soon as owned with the aid of using President George Washington and Theodore Roosevelt's big stick. Recent traffic stated they had been first of all upset with the fee of admission. However, after spending time with inside the museum felt the fee become truthful for the enjoy provided. Highlights for reviewers covered the Lewis and Clark Experience exhibit, which become a selected hit with kids, and the Spirits of the Bluegrass, Prohibition, in Kentucky, which buyers loved for its wealth of nearby records. Visitors additionally cherish the each-day historic interpretation performances, which show off humans and occasions that modified the world, consisting of Dolly Madison, Annie Oakley, and Little Bighorn.